Sunday, November 13th. It's now 9 o'clock at night. I first tried to go a place where I stay, not home. I don't have a home. At 8:30. 5 minutes in being there, the dickhead named Mike pulled in the driveway. Of course, Mike is good friends with Kevin Callahan. And Kevin Callahan is a criminal, Willie Callahan's son, who's been installing directed energy weapons into everybody's vehicles. Obviously, he installed it in Mike's white truck tonight. They're pulling their bullshit by they pull it in the driveway and they leave their lights running, see? Because they're hitting me with weapons. My heart starts fluttering at 100 miles a minute. I just got home, just let my dog out. And you can't see my dog because he's a basset hound. He's got little bitty feet. And every night I get home, I just try to feed my animals and let them out. And the stalkers start pulling in. Night after night after night. Well, tonight I went to the pole barn and had something to say about it. Then I took off, found my dog, took off, came uptown. Jerry Eider calls me and tells me I do that again to him, he's going to beat my effing ass. Of course, you know, this family's very violent, you know. His father pushed his mother off a ladder when she was 9 months pregnant with twins. Of course, she went into labor and the twins were dead, right? Nobody reported it. This is his whole family that's gang-stalking me, okay? They're a family full of criminals, okay, with background of Masons. Grandparents were both Masons in the family, everything else. So tonight, I either put up with another gang stalker who was brought here from Kevin Callahan, who's one of the biggest gang stalkers, and his daddy Willie, and his mama Cynthia, who's a nutcase, living down the road watching everything I'm doing. Killed her two parents. I don't even got to get into that. But these people are nuts. All of them are nuts. They're criminals, they're killers, and they're getting away with it. And tonight, this Mike guy pulled in 5 minutes behind me. Now, mind you, this young 30-year-old is self-employed. Got it? And Jerry is self-employed. And these slinging dicks have got all day to come onto the property to talk or do it. They don't come on the property to talk. They come on the property to stalk me. That's why they wait for me to come home, and 5 minutes later, they all pull in the driveway. Because sick-ass Cynthia Callahan watches everything I do down the road. So does Mel and Dennis Bodecker. They all got these little systems. Katrina Kelly and Thomas Brennan, who's watching everything I do. So they all make phone calls for the next stalker to pull in the driveway within 2 minutes for 5 minutes as I get home. I can't even let my poor animals out to go to the bathroom. Speaking of which, I just uploaded a short. You can see the frequency in the window. It's probably got to be scalar waves. I don't know if you guys know this, but you cannot stop scalar waves from coming through anything. Scalar waves goes below 50 hertz, okay? It's going to go through concrete. It's going to go through drywall. It's going to go through steel. It's going to go through everything. You can't stop a scalar wave. But anyways, I uploaded a short. You can see the wave in the window. I got a couple more videos of that too. They're definitely hitting me with something. Like, they're killing my poor cat. I've had her to the vet, I don't know how many times, spent over $1,000. They can't figure out what's wrong with her. She's getting so skinny, wasting away to nothing, losing hair. Her heart going 100 miles a minute. I know they're killing her. I wish everybody would pray for Miss Kitty for me. Her name is Miss Kitty. She's a 10-year-old calico. These psychos are killing her. I've done everything I can do to keep her alive, to keep me alive, and we're losing this battle. And I could use some prayers from anybody who's willing to give them. All right? I love all you guys. I wish all you the best. I know this program is really ramped up. We're 5 years into the trib. I know none of you believe that. Very few of you know that. Because of the great sign of heaven that showed up September 23rd of 2017. God gave us that sign because it's the only sign that we couldn't question. Yeah, you could say, well, the Messiah hasn't come back yet. You could say all this, you could say all that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay, you cannot mistake that sign. There's only one time in history that sign ever hit the planet. That was the day that Jesus Christ was born. Okay? And then God said he would give us that same sign to know when the tribulation will kick off. Because he knew that no matter what they pull, they cannot alter that. So say I'm crazy if you want, or you better listen up, because the next 2 years are going to get a whole lot rougher. So if anybody else can pray for Stephanie Struble and Miss Kitty and Scooter, I'd really appreciate it. I need your help. I need your prayers. All right? Love all of you. I pray for all of you too. Have a good night.